Hi, I'm Casey Hudson and I write sci-fi novels. When world-building diverse worlds, meetings and interactions are not always straightforward. Enjoy these thoughts on world-building diverse worlds while creating unique and believable exchanges amongst different peoples. I find I'm always trying to keep a species' physiological and sociological uniqueness front of mind. With every scene, I try to think about what would be different from their perspective. Maybe the species sees the UV spectrum. What does that mean for the colors and lighting effects they describe? How about the way they use building materials or paints? Perhaps I'm working with a species of tree dwellers. How do they feel in an environment that is built on the ground? A species with a high economy of language? Do they become annoyed when people with more verbose languages don't get to the point? There's a lot to play with and have fun with, as long as I remember to stop thinking like the earth human that I am. Eating is a communal activity in many cultures, including those in the animal kingdom. This can make for interesting situations at an interspecies dinner table. Ever think about what it means for a carnivore to eat a bird in front of an avian species? What about eating mold or fungus around people who are fond of using antiseptic? And what happens when something like dairy or organ meat or even medicinal plant life hits the digestive system of someone who has never consumed it before? Oh, and what about table manners? Finger foods versus utensils. Can you even use utensils if you have claws rather than hands? Yeah, something to think about and a good jump off point for conflict, diplomacy, and cultural understanding. A lot of science fiction space explorers are thought to come in peace. And even if that's true, there's a lot more to peace than just good intentions. When realistically world-building societies, I think about the values of the space travelers and how they intersect with those of the people they visit. Maybe the explorers are peaceful, but they arrive in a ship made from materials that are banned on the planet. Or what if the native planet dwellers have an everyday activity that the visitors have outlawed? Writing about how people keep the peace when their values conflict makes for an interesting narrative challenge and an opportunity for richer world building. Until next time, keep creating.